$50 a blade, so I slice them up like a nice fillet. My genetics been engineered, so ain't a way that I'ma run away. Human being to a cyborg, powered up, get the light source.
I know what you guys are thinking. This is only day 4, and the videos just keep getting more and more hype every single time. 8 more characters are about to hit, so make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss these uploads. But General Melcrose, man, she hits pretty hard with her own custom song coming in on that 10-second video. And I know what you're thinking, why don't the other characters have songs yet? Well, the goal is to eventually do that, but we have a lot of really strong male characters in WAGMI Defense. We have fewer female characters, so we thought it'd be really cool to take General Melcrose and start kind of fleshing out her backstory a bit more. So we went out to my buddy Noah, who did our song for the cinematic trailer, and asked him to put something together really special for Melcrose. And what you heard was a little snippet of that. And don't worry, at some point you will hear the entire song, but there's going to be a little surprise coming with that. So you're just going to have to be a little patient. Trust us, we haven't let you down yet, have we? Right? Well, so let's dive into General Melcrose. And I was really curious as to what direction GadgetBot was going to go in with her, because I already thought she looked quite badass. And we wanted to obviously keep this very unique look with her. We liked the pink edalium, obviously, shining throughout her body. We liked the pink in the hair. She has one arm you can 100% tell is robotic. The other one, it could be inside of a suit. You know, we don't know, judging from this photo. But she went through some stuff, guys. Her backstory is quite impressive. In fact, let's read a little bit of it right here. General Melcrose is battle-tested, and among the strongest generals in the WAGMI military, she experienced the worst atrocities while being a prisoner of war in an alien camp. Shortly after finding out, the human emperor and Talos took it upon themselves to rescue her from the prisons of planet Nibiru. They found her unconscious and mangled. Shortly after, she was merged with cyborg technology made from NiFe, because they had to save her life, and her strength comes from the elemental pink power pink edalium, an isotope, which is said to have been at the genesis of creation. She wants nothing more than to destroy the Grey Alliance and bring peace to the galaxy for all beings. So, quite a hardcore backstory. General Melcrose really went through it when she was in captivity. And we really wanted GadgetBot to take that part of the story and make that part of her character silhouette as well. And we'll actually talk about that here in a minute. But to kind of jump right in, you know, Melcrose, this is the human lineup right here. If you scroll down, this was their first pass at her. Basically, you know, she looks like an Amazon warrior here, right? She has this really cool thing coming out of the back of her head. It's like an extension of her hair. She has this super badass sword with the pink edalium shining through. Obviously, her right leg is 100% cyborg, and she even has like a cyborg high heel, which looks cool. Has a little pouch here to hold some stuff if she wants. Really cool armor. And then, of course, that pink edalium is powering her cybernetic parts, so you see it very clearly in her left arm, which is fully cybernetic, right? And so we thought, okay, GadgetBot is already on the right track. Let's see what they come to us with on their first pass. And this is what we got right here. And there were a lot of elements from both of these variants that we pick and chose from in order to get to the next sketch. And so some of the things that we pointed out was we love the pink. We want to see more pink. So Melcrose on the right has the pink in the hair, has the pink in the torso, throughout her arm, and the one on the left does too. And we also really liked the human element being seen here, which is her right arm holding the sword. So the one on the left looks like the entire body is cyborg, except a little part of her face isn't. And we thought that was too much. But we did really like her jacket. We liked that her legs were more feminine on the left, so we kept those. Her sword, I thought, looked way cooler on the left than on the right. And an idea that I had actually was, how cool would it be to keep these chains and this cuff, but only keep it on the human arm And then she was in captivity for 3 months. And so we thought, how cool would it be if she only had 3 chain links? So every time she's about to go into battle and she needs to be reminded as to why she's there and why she needs to win, she looks at this arm and sees those 3 chain links and she goes, oh yeah, that's why. 3 months in captivity. I mean, I guess, you know, she could look at her whole body and understand why she's so angry, but I feel like this is a cooler addition to the story and a reason why, like, there's a reason why she has that cuff on that she could obviously easily remove if she wanted to. And I think that this jacket on this variant looks so much cooler. It's like almost like a Gogeta jacket for my Dragon Ball Z fans out there. It just looks so cool. We gave her more of a human face, right? It looked like her face was way more cyborg over here. So we wanted, a bit more of her face to be human. And then again, we got that pink torso we wanted, and we got the more slim legs. And as we moved into the next sketch, things really started to get punched out. A bit more skin exposed on the chest here to show that she's not all cyborg. The details were worked in a little bit on the cuff, the pink Pinkadalium line right there. And this arm, I actually really like this arm. And they even put like a little tattoo, Heartbreaker, a little broken heart with brass knuckles on it. And it says Breaker right here. I liked the big arm. It's like the Hellboy arm, right? It's just big for no reason. Well, I'm sure for her, it's because it does a lot of damage and it's very powerful. I want to experiment with that arm in the future. Maybe she can put different arms on because she is a cyborg, and some battle scenes, maybe she's leading the ground troops against Sartosis and his ground troops. She might need a bigger arm for that to do some heavy punching. I don't know. The story could play out that way. I would definitely like to see a variant of Melcrose with this arm. So if you guys want to see that too, but comment down below, because I just think it looks so cool. But in the end, we did go with a slimmer arm on that side. And after we gave them all of the notes, this is what they came back with. And this was quite a big jump from this version of Melcrose all the way to here. But I mean, once we gave them the notes and told them to make her look a bit more human and to really flesh out that arm and to start really dialing the detail on her torso, you can almost see her spine going through here, right? I mean, if that doesn't scream cyborg, I don't know what does. And even though she doesn't have the big Heartbreaker arm for her left arm, this one still looks pretty badass in my opinion. And I just love all the detail, all the Pinkadalium that's coming through on her, on every piece of her body, even down to her feet. You can see it right here on her ankles. Everything just came out so cool. And then the only other thing that we changed is this tattoo on her arm right here, which I thought was a really cool addition. They actually put the tattoo there before we said anything. And Melcrose means pink flower in Japanese. And so we said, hey, can we get a pink flower there? And so on the final version, if you guys take a look, there's actually a pink flower tattoo. And then, of course, we have the W for WAGMI Defense. And so all these really cool, intricate details that you start to notice as you zoom in and really check out the character. I mean, even on the fist right here, you'll notice they put another pink W there as well, so it really stands out. I love that all the characters have either their W for humans or the alien symbol if they're alien, obviously. It's just a really great way to brand these characters. And then the sword even changed a little bit more too. If you guys punch in, you can see there was actually a lot more pink on the handle. And then obviously the blade was the Pinkadalium. And then here they got rid of that and then focused on all the Adalium kind of going through the blade right there to let you know, hey, that's the business side of things. You don't want to be on that side. A lot more detail on this tube that's covering her spine, which I thought was great. Who knows, maybe in the future there's like body panels that she can put on if we want to cover her up. There's a lot of cool things we can do with her because she's a cyborg, right? And then of course from there, we went in and we got the first rendition of her movement. I don't know if I've really shown you guys the individual movements aside from what you see in the beginning, but the movements are very subtle. They look cool. You can see the Pinkadalium coming to life as she's powering up. And then, of course, the custom song that y'all heard when the video first started. So that's it. That's General Melcrose. What an amazing transformation. And like I said, there's a reason why she has her own song. And if you want to make sure you don't miss that reason, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're going to be dropping some more alpha on her very soon. See you guys in the next video.